Hey guys, Israel here, bringing you another video of my Pokemon Double Battle, Climb to Master Ball. This is a new month which resets the tier ladder. It's gonna hold me back a little bit, but it's fine. It also resets everybody else's, so it's like a new challenge to climb to Master Ball tier as well. Unfortunately, this also means that I have to plan my team more carefully, as each day or each week is going to be crucial if I want to reach Master Ball tier. But that is a challenge that I'm willing to take. So yeah, join me in my climb. And also, I also like to announce that, and also excited about the new competition that was announced in February, which is the 2020 International Challenge. This is the first international challenge in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which you can only use Pokemon found in the Galar region. This competition will use the same rules and regulations as a championship series format, making it a great way to practice for the next upcoming tournaments. If you like, and if you want to be more into this stuff, and if you like these type of stuff too, I'll also post a link into the description below. Check it out. But yeah, other than that, yeah, let's just get on and enjoy the game. So this is the team that I brought, which is Arcanine, Corviknight, Gastrodon, Conkeldurr, Whimsicott, and Charizard. This is a team I practiced quite a few, and I'm hoping that with the rank reset, the tier reset, like it'll do me well. Bring me back to Pokeball tier 4 or maybe even higher. But let's just see. But yeah, let's just get down to it. And with every tier reset, also brings a new format of like who's gonna be I'll be seeing more often in rank. Like last rank, which is in January, I saw a lot of Rhyperiors and Duraludons. So this time around, I'm hoping to see someone else that's new, that with new strategies and new combos as well. As you can see. Just see, as you can see, I'm in beginner tier 2, so yeah, it's it'll be some ways to climb. So in beginner tier, it's beginner tier 1 to 3, and then Pokemon tier is 4 to 6. So let's just see what opponent brings. Okay, it seems like it's a Trick Room team, and the Pokemon I haven't seen too often is Galar, which is a Pokemon that traps the team. So right away, I see them bringing Trick Room team ready. Galar can also use Trick Room, so I'm expecting Dusclops and Galar lead. Rhyperior in the back, and maybe they're water Pokemon. So right away, I need to take out the Trick Room person like right away. So what's the threat here? Okay, so my Corviknight has taunt, so I can taunt Trick Room, and then I can just straight up attack, right? I don't see too much of an issue. Most of them are pretty special, so that makes Gastrodon pretty useful in a way too. And I can't see them having any moves that can take on my Gastrodon. So Corviknight, Gastrodon, but that doesn't make too much sense. Corviknight for sure, because of the taunt. I can bring Gastrodon in the back. Conkeldurr's not too useful at the moment. I'll just bring Charizard. Gastrodon in the back, and Conkeldurr. Yeah, I'll just bring Conkeldurr. Okay, so this will be my lead. Hopefully, this is the right lead. So yeah. First match of the month and the new season. So new month, new tier, Pokemon Rank Double Battle. Okay, Galar Dusclops. So they want to trap my Pokemon. Galar has Shadow Tag, so I can't switch out. So right here, the question is who. Okay, so they know what my items are. So the question is who will be their Trick Room person. So I'm thinking Dusclops is usually the Trick Room person, because you don't want to waste the Trick Room move on Gothitelle, but at the same time, they could be trying to trick me with that too. So right now, I know that they're not going to, they shouldn't be really attacking me. And they just want Trick Room up. Gothitelle is a more dangerous one. So if I Dynamax and I attack Gothitelle, that'd be good. But at the same time, Gothitelle could know that I'm aiming for Gothitelle as well. So the question is, yeah, I think I'll just Dynamax and attack Gothitelle. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Now, of course, I am taking a risk because if Gothitelle is a Trick Room user and Dusclops protects or uses an attacking move, I'll be more at a disadvantage because if Trick Room goes up, it's really hard to use up Trick Room turns. Okay, Gothitelle fakes out my Charizard, thinking that I wasn't going to Dynamax. You can't flinch a Dynamax Pokemon. Gothitelle takes more than half health. And with the Wildfire from Gigantamax Charizard, both my opponents get, they can't switch out and they can't do much. Okay, so now that I taunted Dusclops, they can't use Trick Room. So Dusclops has to attack. So now I know that, and Gothitelle is being damaged. Right now, I'm going to taunt Gothitelle just in case. Gothitelle is the one that has Trick Room. Because, you know, like, it's better to be safe than sorry. And while this is happening, I can set up, I can keep attacking Dusclops with my Charizard, increasing both my Pokemon's attacks. No, speed. Yeah. So knowing that Dusclops is very bulky, I can just waste all my Dynamax turn, Gigantamax turn, on their Dusclops. Okay, just in case Dusclops, Gothitelle. Okay, nice shape. It does quite some damage. Alright. So it's a good thing that Gothitelle didn't get knocked out because, yeah, it's... Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I can't switch out, but let's just see if that is a Shadow Tag Gothitelle. So, who would I want to switch out? I'll switch out to Gastrodon, right? Gastrodon wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Okay, yep, I can't switch out. So now, I'll just attack Dusclops with Corviknight, and I'll just use Max Airstream on Gothitelle, right? Yeah. Regardless, they're both gonna get knocked out by the end of this turn anyway. So I'm just increasing the speed to prepare for my opponent's back Pokemon, which should be Rhyperior, and I'm guessing they're water Pokemon. I forgot his name, but okay, Iron Head. This is also my last turn of Charizard Gigantamax, so now I don't have a Dynamax and they do. And I gotta remember that Rhyperior usually have weakness policy. Yeah, Jellicent. Yeah, that's his name. So I gotta remember, okay, Jellicent also has Trick Room. I mean, it's a good chance. So I'm going to taunt Jellicent on my turn. Charizard weakness to Rhyperior, so risking Charizard on the field is yeah, really risky. So I'm gonna taunt Jellicent, and if I go to Conk's Thunder move, Earth Power. So the question is, how do I deal with Rhyperior? My goal is to eliminate Jellicent. So I could just sacrifice my Charizard here and attack Jellicent instead. Only if it's worth it. In some ways, I don't think it's really worth losing Charizard. I'd rather keep Charizard. So I'll go to Conkeldurr and just taunt Jellicent, just in case Jellicent has Trick Room. Yeah, it's because I'm also thinking I can save Charizard for Rhyperior's weak special defense. So this is gonna be Rhyperior. This could hurt me in the long run because he has 3 turns of Gigantamax, and every move Rhyperior uses hurts a lot. So I'm gonna taunt just in case. Jellicent used Trick Room. Jellicent used Water Spout, so Jellicent went for the attack. This is fine. Water Spout's really strong if the one using it has full HP. Okay, this should go to Corviknight. Nope. Goes to Conkeldurr. This is fine. So now that Conkeldurr is damaged, he's not going to be too useful. So what I'm going to do here is, my goal here is just to use up his turn of Dynamax. And this should also, my Wildfire should also damage Rhyperior. Alright, so a little damage is better than nothing. So right here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to Iron Head. Actually, no, it doesn't do too much damage. I'll just Brave Bird, Jellicent, and then, well, Conkeldurr doesn't have a blocking move, and losing Conkeldurr right now isn't a good idea. So I'll just switch to Gastrodon, expecting Rhyperior to attack Conkeldurr again, or Jellicent to attack Conkeldurr. Jellicent's just gonna use his move again, which is a Water Spout. But with Brave Bird hitting, Water Spout is gonna be a lot weaker, because the more HP Water Spout user has, the more damage it does. Okay, so he used Shadow Ball instead, expecting me to attack Jellicent. So I gave a lot of points to Corviknight's special defense, so Corviknight shouldn't get yeah, Corviknight could survive the hit. So this time I lose Corviknight, which is fine, which means I only have one more turn of they have one more turn of Gigantamax. So now I can go to Charizard, or I can go to Conkeldurr. I think I'm gonna need Conkeldurr. Charizard can't protect. So regardless, unless I go to Charizard and I swap to Conkeldurr. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have to fool my opponent that I'm gonna stick with Charizard, but I'm gonna actually swap him out to lose Conkeldurr, which is gonna use the last turn of Dynamax. So I'll switch to Conkeldurr with my Charizard, and I'll use Jellicent to attack their Water Pokemon. I'm expecting the Water Pokemon could use Sap Sip, which is a move that restores the HP by the attack. I'm gonna attack my Pokemon has. Okay, he used Shadow Ball instead. This is fine. Gastrodon takes a 4. About. Okay. Hopefully this eliminates Jellicent. This doesn't. Well, it might if my Wildfire. So this is gonna go to Conkeldurr. So I'm gonna lose Conkeldurr. This is my last effort to hopefully take down Rhyperior. Okay, this should not go Jellicent. And then Rhyperior should get hit by my Wildfire, hopefully. But if Wildfire turns are done, then that's gonna suck. Okay, so it is done. So now Rhyperior should go back to his normal form. And unfortunately, I don't have any move from Charizard that can do a lot of damage to Rhyperior, except for Dragon Pulse. So that's all I got. And right now, it's better to use Scald. Yeah, it's better to use Scald. But I know that I'm going to trigger his weakness policy. Earth Power it's not bad too. But by Scalding, there's a chance to burn him. So then I gotta be taking the risk of burning or just doing more damage. Unless... I will go Scald. I want to risk that chance to burn. So here's Charizard move. Hopefully it does more than half. Okay, it doesn't. So this is gonna trigger Rhyperior's... Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this is fine. Hopefully it missed. It hit. That sucks. Alright, now this is gonna be the tough part. See, now, like I said, if Wildfire hit, I would have won. But it is a risk. And because I triggered, which means that if I used Earth Power, I would have won. But it's alright. We'll just see what he does. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm going to lose this. Rhyperior is really strong. Okay, but I am faster. Which means Rhyperior didn't have a priority move to go first. So it was a really close match. And it really came down to the wire. So, yeah. If I didn't predict Trick Room, I would have lost. But good game to my opponent. And let's just see my results. Hopefully I get to Pokeball Tier 4. Okay, let's change the music to Battle Tower. Alright, first win. Yeah, this is my team. I like it. It's a good thing that I brought Taunt with Corviknight, because a lot of my opponents, they like to play with Trick Room, and like a lot of Pokemon that like to set up with building up their defense, special defense, attack, speed, you know, anything to just wipe out, you know, my team. So always prepare for like tricky stuff like that. Unfortunately, because I knew what their Pokemon does, I can kind of like plan ahead for it. So this is a beginner tier rank 3. So okay, so one thing I know is this team isn't going to be a Trick Room team, so I don't really necessarily need to bring Corviknight. I can just bring Charizard. Unless they lead with Tyranitar, Excadrill. Oh, they wouldn't leave it. They wouldn't lead with that, would they? If they lead with that, that would be very interesting. But it is a huge risk if they do. Well, the question is, will they though? Okay, let's just say if I don't lead with... If they do lead with that, and I don't lead with Charizard and Whimsicott, I can lead with Arcanine. Arcanine's not bad too. No, actually, you know what? I'll probably lead with that. I'll probably lead with Whimsicott Charizard. I don't see it too big of a deal. Gastrodon can deal with majority of those Pokemon. Arcanine can lower their attack. They have a lot of attacking Pokemon too. Now, unfortunately, the only problem about bringing Arcanine is they also have a lot of Pokemon that can take out Arcanine as well. Arcanine is usually better for the start, a lead, than to bring him in the back. Which means Conkeldurr will be more useful in the long run. Yeah. I'll bring Conkeldurr instead. So I'll leave Arcanine and Corviknight in the back. Corviknight's not too useful here. Corviknight could do something, but I see more of my other Pokemon being a little bit more useful. Alright, so second match. Hopefully this match is going to be fun and exciting. And hopefully they pull something that's unique and interesting for me to learn. Alright, so... Okay, so what I'm expecting here is... Okay, Gyarados. Will they switch Gyarados out to Tyranitar to... Okay, no, they're not, because that... Excadrill is the Mold Breaker Excadrill. So even setting up the Sand isn't going to help. So what I'm going to do here is... I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm going to switch Charizard out to Conkeldurr. No, I don't think that's that good of an idea. I can switch it out to Gastrodon. Actually, now that makes me think having Tailwind isn't going to be useful here. But then my Whimsicott is in a tight spot right here. Because if I can't attack with Charizard, it's going to be risky. So let's just say I attack with Charizard, but with Helping Hand, I can attack Charizard. But it is risky, because I know they're going to... Is it worth losing him? Yeah, I have to. Okay, so this should be Gyarados. For sure, this should be Gyarados. The reason why... Maybe I should have swapped. I should have swapped to Gastrodon, but... Oh, so this is not Gyarados. I would have done Gyarados, but... Okay. This is fine. Let's just see what my opponent does. They should have a Rock move for my Charizard. Okay, yeah, that's fine. By having Ectogil lose... Oh. By having Ectogil lose that much health, he's not going to be too useful. So now Gyarados should attack Charizard, which allows my Whimsicott to set up Tailwind. Yep. So even if this knocks out Charizard, which is gonna suck on my end, hopefully I can come back. So now the question is, should I bring Conkeldurr or Gastrodon? I just bring Gastrodon. Like, I don't find much reasons to bring Conkeldurr at the moment. Yes, I could bring Conkeldurr to finish off their Excadrill, but the Gyarados threatens Conkeldurr, so it's not worth losing Conkeldurr as well, because Conkeldurr is probably my Dynamax Pokemon, because he's the only one left. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Tailwind, and then I'm just gonna Scald Gyarados. I could just finish off this Pokemon too, but he's not a threat with my Conkeldurr in the back, and if I can get a burn off of Gyarados, then Gyarados will be useless. This match is already heavily on my opponent's side. Like, my opponent has a huge advantage by me losing Charizard. Okay, so this should go to Whimsicott? No? Go to Gastrodon. So he wants to build up special defense. This is fine. Well, somewhat fine, because Gastrodon lost more than half health. What I mean is fine is... Ah, dang, this sucks. Yeah, my opponent's really good. He knew my moves, and knew my Pokemon were slow too. Now the question is, what do I even do? I'm in a tough spot right here. I'll just... Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do here, because my opponent has too much of the advantage right now. Both my Pokemon in the front are weak right now, and even the Pokemon in the back, he's weak against Charizard. So this game looks very... his game looks pretty much over to me. Excadrill should finish off my... the Excadrill should finish off my Gastrodon. Yep. And then Gyarados finished off my Whimsicott. Yeah, this game's over, so I think when Conkeldurr comes in, I'm just gonna run. Yeah, I need a Charizard for sure. Like, I shouldn't have debated too much if I want a Dynamax or not. And knowing that I'm gonna lose Charizard too, like, it's not worth that risk. So this game would have turned out way differently if I Dynamax Charizard, or if I just swapped to Gastrodon. Yeah, I made huge mistakes this game. This is definitely a lesson that I knew, like, learn better. Yeah, I just need to run. There's no point in wasting the time here. Yeah, because it's very obvious, and it was very unfortunate that, like, that I didn't Gigantamax Charizard. That was the #1 thing I should have done. But yeah, good game to my opponent. Like, the Pokemon I chose I believe they were the right Pokemon. If I just led better, or no, if I just made better decisions in the first turn, like, it could drastically change the situation. Like, just like that, this is how Pokemon is too. Like, if you make a mistake, it can cost you the whole match. So I'll switch to Marnie 2 for the last video. Hopefully, you know, I learned from my lesson, and yeah, plan carefully. But yeah, with that, last match is 1 win, 1 lost. Man, I'm hoping I can bring my other Pokemon this time around, like Arcanine and Corviknight again. Alright, this is rank 3. Let's see who they bring. So it's not a Trick Room team, but I do see a lot of water. I see Dracovish and Seismitoad, which is a water type. They have a lot of flying too. So unfortunately, I don't have I do have an electric move, which is on Conkeldurr, which means Conkeldurr could be my ace Pokemon here. But they do have that dragon. So but then unfortunately, with that flying Yeah, that flying Pokemon's the only troublesome Pokemon here. Ooh, so this is gonna be a tough battle as well. I could bring Charizard, knowing they know that I'm probably gonna bring Charizard as well. Whoa, okay, so Conkeldurr is definitely my ace. Should be my ace Pokemon, as long as I can deal with their flying Pokemon. So I'll bring Charizard first. Yeah, I'll bring Charizard first. And then Gastrodon. Yeah. I'll bring Charizard. Actually, no, not. I'll bring Gastrodon in the back. Like, I guess the question is, what's wrong with bringing Charizard and Whimsicott again? And actually, it's not too bad. Gastrodon in the back and Conkeldurr. Yeah, so it's the same lead as last game. This time, let's just see who they lead off with. I'm assuming they should lead off with Bravery to set up Tailwind. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set up my Tailwind as well to match with theirs. So it's gonna be a speed tie. The only question is, will they bring a Water Pokemon to match up with my Charizard, or wait to go against my Charizard, or will they bring someone else? So Dracovish, Thundertones. They bring both Water, expecting me to bring Charizard. Okay, this is fine. So Whimsicotta's weakness to their Seismitoad. Well, not really, but Seismitoad does have poison move. So what I'm gonna do here is actually I could just attack. Yeah, actually I could just attack. I don't have any reason not to attack. I'll just attack Dracovish and then I'll just switch Charizard to Gastrodon. At least if I was my opponent, target down Charizard like right away. Like, what's the problem with not target down Charizard? But let me think carefully as well. Yeah, actually no. I'll just Tailwind. Yeah, I'll just Tailwind, and I'll just switch to Gastrodon. And the reason why I choose not to attack Dracovish is, yeah, getting damage under Dracovish is nice, but setting up Tailwind to double my Pokemon speed can help me in the long run. So hopefully both my opponent targets Gastrodon. Whether one of them attacks Whimsicott, that's fine too. Yep, and then with Gastrodon Storm Drain, Gastrodon is immune to water types moves. So he's gonna Toxic Whimsicott. Okay, that's fine. So now the question is, I know they're not gonna attack Gastrodon with a water move. So I'm gonna switch Whimsicott to Conkeldurr. Yeah, I'll switch Whimsicott to Conkeldurr. Then I'm gonna switch Gastrodon to Charizard. I mean, I can. Like, I guess the question is, can I just stay with Gastrodon? Gastrodon's just gonna use Toxic on my Gastrodon. I mean, Seismitoad's gonna use Toxic on my Gastrodon. And by bringing in Conkeldurr, actually, I'll just go Dracovish. Yeah, because Dracovish is the problem here. So I'm gonna try to risk the 30% burn on Dracovish, because if I can get Dracovish burned, he's not gonna be dangerous. And they still have threatening Pokemon in the back. Oh, so they're gonna Dynamax. There should be Dracovish then. Because if it's not Dracovish, then I don't know what they're gonna do with Seismitoad. Yeah, this makes sense. Now the question is, why do they Dynamax Dracovish? I understand that I use Tailwind, so Dracovich's move is gonna be slower. So he's gonna use an Ice move on Gastrodon. Okay. Just sets up the Hail. Gastrodon, hopefully it burns. Burn. No burn. So use, yep. That's what I would do too if I was my opponent. Toxic Gastrodon. And because he uses Dynamax, that allows me to save my Dynamax. So what I'm going to do here is, I don't have much moves to take down Seismitoad, but at the same time, this Seismitoad doesn't seem like he's an offensive type. He's just a toxic status move per Pokemon. So then the question is, Gastrodon, if I lose Gastrodon, Charizard is going to be in a bind. So, yeah, let's see. Conkeldurr and against Dracovish. Dracovish is going to attack Conkeldurr for sure. And if I were to switch to Whimsicott to lose Whimsicott, yeah, actually, I'll do that. Yeah, I need to waste up his Dynamax turn, and I'll just swap to Whimsicott, and then I'll just keep attacking, Scalding Dracovish. I need to lower Dracovish's attack, or at least cut it in half with a burn. So I'm still risking the 30% burn. 30% is low, but it's better than nothing if I do hit it. So he uses a Psychic type move to Whimsicott. Whimsicott survives. So with Psychic Terrain up, priority moves are ineffective. Burn. Okay, burst. So this is very useful. Now my Charizard is a lot safer, which means, oh, okay. Alright, so that sets up everything. And then what I mean by that is, I'm assuming next turn, Seismitoad is also going to use Earthquake. Which means I can safely bring in Charizard by swapping out my Gastrodon. I don't see Seismitoad too much as a threat right now, because all I see him having is Toxic and Earthquake at the moment. And with Dracovish Burn, he's not that threatening. So Whimsicott survives. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch to Conkeldurr, and then I'm going to switch to Charizard. This is a risk, but in some ways I still want both my Whimsicott and Gastrodon. And sticking with Gastrodon, he's definitely going to get knocked out this turn. Knowing that it's going to be Dracovish too, like, he can't use a water move on Gastrodon, and I think ice type moves are not strong against Charizard. I think it's just a neutral damage, because Charizard is also flying, and I am trying to use up his last turn of Dynamax. I'm planning to Dynamax Conkeldurr instead of Charizard, so if Charizard goes down, okay. Alright, so that's a lot of damage. Compared with the hail that's gonna attack me, it's gonna damage me later. So I'm assuming it's gonna be Earthquake. If it's not Earthquake, yeah. So Charizard's immune. Hopefully it's not too much damage to Conkeldurr. Okay, that's not too much, but yeah, it's a little bit more than I expected. Okay, so now, yeah, I just need to finish off Dracovish, and Conkeldurr can just. Okay, so now I know the item that's on Seismitoad, which is leftovers. Okay, so my Charizard is Choice Scarf, so he's really fast. So now I just Dynamax Conkeldurr, and I'll just attack Seismitoad. Let's see. The hail is up. I can switch to fire, switch to lightning. Like, who would he have in the back that I need to worry about? Oh, yeah. Definitely go to lightning, I guess. No, well, I finished out Dracovish. I'll just attack with hail to Seismitoad. And then I'll just use Dragon move to Dracovish. I'm expecting them to bring what's his name? Hydreigon in the back. So Hydreigon's also Dragon move. So with Charizard locked into Dragon Pulse, at least that move can knock out well, at least not knock out, but can do huge damage to their Hydreigon. Dragon Pulse should knock out this Pokemon. And I'm assuming Seismitoad doesn't have a water move for my Charizard. Okay. Makes sense. Because if you because they must knew that Conkeldurr is my ace Pokemon by Dynamaxing Conkeldurr. This does about a third. I could have just set up the sun, but it's alright. Charizard won't be able to use a fire move unless I swap him out anyways. And I can just use a fire move next turn if Conkeldurr can survive my opponent's attack, because Conkeldurr is a slow Pokemon. So this should be... This dragon... No, this fire Pokemon. Okay. That makes it interesting. Max Lightning Conkeldurr, and then... Oh, actually this is going to be risky. Because the question here is, who are they going to attack? Who is Conkeldurr going to attack? Is he going to attack my Charizard or Conkeldurr? But saving Charizard is more useful. And yeah, saving Charizard is more useful. But Charizard doesn't have anything against... Oh, this is risky because both my strong Pokemons here. No. I'll just attack. It's fine. I'll just attack Chandelier. I'll just double into Chandelier. Charizard should go first. Go with Choice Scarf. This does almost half. Shadow Ball to my Conkeldurr. Okay. And Chandelier has life. Oh, so he does have a water move. Alright, so Scald, Earthquake, Toxic, and I don't know what his last move is. Okay, this knocks out Chandelier. This also sets up the electric terrain. So now the psychic terrain is out of the way. So now they only have 2 Pokemon left, and with Hail stopped, at least we won't take damage. So now I know that Seismitoad has 3 attacking moves. No, I mean 2 attacking moves and 1 status move. I just don't know what his last move would be. So here I can bring Whimsicott to I can Tailwind. Yeah, actually, yeah, I can just bring Whimsicott. So Seismitoad has a special move and a physical move. Yeah, so it's Hydreigon. So Hydreigon, oh man, like this game is probably over for me because I don't have anything to deal with Hydreigon. I needed Charizard because Conkeldurr is too slow. So what am I gonna do here? I can swap Conkeldurr out, but it's not necessarily worth it. Yeah, this game is over, I believe. Yeah, I can't see any outs here because Hydreigon's too fast. So I'll just attack Hydreigon and Moonblast Hydreigon. Because even if I set up Tailwind, but my Pokemon is still too slow. Yeah, I'll just double into Hydreigon. I'm going to lose both Pokemon here, which leaves Gastrodon in the back. But Gastrodon's already poisoned, and Gastrodon is has a low HP. Oh, okay, that was interesting. But I didn't put any. What move did I use? I used an ice move. Huh? Yeah. Now I set up the ice, but hopefully this does. Okay, so now I do have a chance to win because that was a crit. And I know Poison's gonna knock out my... Oh man, that's so close. Oh, alright. Actually, I think I might pull this off, right? No, actually no. I forgot that Poison's gonna tick. I thought that hail damage was my poison damage, but I was like, because I do have a priority move on Conkeldurr, which is Mach Punch. So this game does come down to the wire. He can't use a water move, and he has a ground move, which means whatever his last move is, it's like, I don't think he can take out Gastrodon, right? I mean, I can just recover here, just play on the safe side. At the same time, I can just Earthquake. Yeah, I just crossed my fingers. Hopefully, Earthquake doesn't knock out Gastrodon. I mean, it shouldn't, because it looks like it's a third. Like my Gastrodon has a third, so it does. It was a good game. Oh, I know that was a crit too. It's alright. This was a fun match. It was a really close match. Game to an opponent, and you know, I think if I played it a little more differently, maybe I would have had the edge too. I needed to think of a move a little more carefully there on that match, but it's fine. So let's see. I want to see what his fourth move was. Oh, it was Stealth Rock. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, so that was a really good game. Props to my opponent. I think I'll play one more match to finish off the first month. So yeah, I'm still in beginner tier 3. So hopefully with this match, if I do win, I can reach Pokeball tier 4. If I don't, then no, there's a lot of learning lesson. I do really like this team. This team works out a lot. It's just my poor decisions that I'm making that's not letting me gain the advantage. Alright, so like, and my opponent, like, okay, so let's see. I see 2 fairies, 1 dragon, 1 steel, 2 darks. Okay, so they're gonna bring Togekiss first. I'm assuming Togekiss first, so Whimsicott to match with Togekiss. And then Arcanine, right? Togekiss Arcanine? Or do I even see Togekiss even a problem here? Unless they bring Togekiss and Dragon Pulse, then that'll be tough. But right now, Arcanine is actually very useful in this match. So maybe I might not need to bring Whimsicott after all. I'll just bring... No, I can't bring Conkeldurr. Charizard? They probably think I'm gonna bring Charizard. Actually, I could just bring Charizard with Arcanine as well. I don't see that as a bad lead. But then I don't have too much to deal with their Charizard. Yeah, actually, I'll do that. And I'll bring Gastrodon in the back, right? Actually, they don't have much to do with my Gastrodon, too. Actually, you know what? I'll bring Gastrodon, Arcanine, Charizard in the back, and maybe Conkeldurr? Hopefully my choices got locked in. But, yeah, that's the move, because it was at 1 second. So, cross my fingers if my choices got locked in, because if it's not, I'm not going to be bringing Charizard and Gastrodon, which is 2 Pokemon that I might need in this match. Because Conkeldurr has a lot of weaknesses on there too. Weevil, Charizard. Alright. Arcanine, Conkeldurr. So I didn't lock in my team. This is kind of bad. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Snarl. And then I'm gonna switch Conkeldurr out to Corviknight, because Charizard should aim for Conkeldurr. Yeah, this sucks. I should have watched the time. I should have been more picky. I mean, I should have just led with what I thought was gonna lead, but I mean, at least I have Arcanine in the front. That's very useful. But at the same time, looking at my team, my ace Pokemon is Conkeldurr, and if I don't take out Charizard and who else in the back that can take out my Conkeldurr, like, it could be a good game for me. Whether I have Whimsicott or not. I mean, my ace Pokemon could be Corviknight too, but at the same time, I have so many Pokemon that are kind of weak. I mean, my opponent has a lot of Pokemon that are strong against my Corviknight as well. This should be Charizard, because I can't see why it's not Charizard. And the reason why I switched to Corviknight, even though it is risky, because Corviknight is weak to fire, is that I'm expecting Charizard to use a flying move on my Conkeldurr, which I swapped out to Corviknight. So cross my fingers, it's not a fire move. So he fakes out my Corviknight, so that's fine. Wow, that's so bad. 95% accuracy and it missed Charizard. I love Pokemon. Yeah, so I was correct. It was gonna be Corviknight. This sucks. Now my opponent knows what I'm gonna do next turn, which is I'm just gonna Snarl again with Arcanine, and then I'm just gonna swap out to Whimsicott. Yeah, and then the reason why I'm swapping out to Whimsicott, he's gonna use a fire move, so Whimsicott is gonna go down. Because switching to Conkeldurr, losing Conkeldurr, like, it's not a good thing, because with Corviknight taking damage, it's less chance of Corviknight being my ace Pokemon unless I can find some way to freely use Roost, which would heal up Corviknight's health to half. Okay, so he draws him. Togekiss. Okay. So what they're planning here is they're just trying to, plow me down with offensive move, and just going first. So yep. So this should go to Whimsicott, which is super effective, and then with the Scorching Fire, it's going to knock out Whimsicott at the end. So now Snarl hits. Unfortunately, I lose a Pokemon this turn, but that's the risk I gotta take. Now the question is, who do I want to lose? Conkeldurr or Whimsicott? I mean, Conkeldurr or Corviknight? I'd rather lose Conkeldurr, even though Corviknight got damaged, because Conkeldurr... Actually, now that I thought about it, I can just play mind games like that too. But then that means that Conkeldurr has to be my ace Pokemon if I play mind games like that, because I already switched to Conkeldurr. What I mean by mind game is I should have brought out Corviknight first and then stopped at Conkeldurr, because now Corviknight will be taking damage and Conkeldurr not. So it's like, that's just the play of the game, like switching in and out like this. And Arcanine on the side will just keep using Snarl to weaken my opponent's attacks. Yeah, since my opponent is faster, if I'm an opponent, I would have seen this coming a mile away. Which now they know that my ace Pokemon is gonna be Conkeldurr because he hasn't taken any damage. And the Pokemon who they swapped was Weavile, so yeah, this is fine. I mean, even if Arcanine goes to sleep, which means I have no problem with Arcanine going to sleep. Like, Arcanine just needs to land one more Snarl. Like, if I landed one more Snarl on Charizard, things would have been totally different. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Roost Corviknight, thinking that either I'm gonna switch Arcanine or I'm gonna switch Corviknight. I'm just gonna Roost to risk a chance, because Corviknight is also strong against Togekiss, which is the one that just used Follow Me right there. Okay, so he opted to fire move, so he's gonna take out. Oh, it didn't take out Corviknight. That's good. Yeah. So this is what happens when my opponent brings special Pokemon. Yeah, and yeah, well, with this I can freely just Roost and keep healing out Corviknight. And once Corviknight gets to full health, then I can just Dynamax Corviknight and make him my ace Pokemon. So Togekiss has leftovers, and that's a lot of damage. And fire move, that Scorching Fire doesn't hurt Arcanine. So what I'm gonna do here is, just keep using Snarl. Arcanine's already asleep, and just use Roost again. And Charizard's gonna try to hopefully knock out my Corviknight with a fire move. Whether he uses... Actually, he should use Flame Wave again, because he should be locked into it. Okay, he uses Fire Blast instead. So this should knock out Corviknight. This is fine. Yeah, unfortunately this game is over. If I locked in the Pokemon who I wanted, it would definitely be a different tournament. But this is Pokemon, and I can only blame myself for these type of decisions. You know, game like there'll always be games like this that I need to learn from. Like the game Pokemon's a learning game. Like there's so many rules, there's so many stuff you gotta do that there's a chance like you might not, like you don't even know what could happen. Yeah, I really need that timer to be a lot longer when you're selecting your Pokemon, because it's just too fast. A minute 30 seconds is just too fast. So let's see. The threat here is Togekiss. I see Togekiss more of the problem, right? Actually, I don't have enough time. Togekiss. Yeah, I'll just attack Togekiss. Because Charizard's... Okay. That's good that I went for Togekiss. Why did he send out... Is he trying to neutralize my Conkeldurr's Iron Fist? Yeah, I guess they're not afraid anymore because I lost Corviknight, which Corviknight is strong against their 2 Fairy-type Pokemon that's on the field right now. I mean, granted, I know this isn't really like a losing match, a losing game, but just looking that I lost 2 Pokemon and they have 4, it doesn't really look too good on my end. And I know Togekiss isn't weakness policy because of the leftovers that I've seen. So Togekiss should use Follow Me on his turn. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna keep using Snarl on Arcanine. Yeah, just use Max Lightning. Like, what reason do I need to use Hail? I don't have much reason. They don't have a Pokemon in the back that can absorb Electric Move too. So, but yeah, and Weezing is just going to attack. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack Weezing instead. No, actually, yeah, that's fine. Attacking Weezing instead is fine too. But finishing off Togekiss is fine because Weezing's strong against my Arcanine still asleep. 3 turns of sleep. Good. Yeah. Fairy type moves. So Conkeldurr knocks out Togekiss. I mean, Monster just finished Togekiss off, right? So I have more turns of Dynamax. Or at least one last turn of Dynamax. Arcanine should wake up next turn. Like, there's no reason Arcanine should not wake up. They should bring back Charizard, because I don't have any reason. I can't think of any Pokemon they will need to bring out, which is Weavile. There's no reason to bring out Weavile. Okay, I guess they do have a reason, which is probably he wants to fake out my Arcanine, knowing that my Arcanine is still asleep. But knowing that, I'll just Max Knuckle Weavile, because Weavile can't fake out my Dynamax Pokemon. And yeah, so that's the game plan right now. Right now, like, Charizard is still a threat because Charizard has a flying move that's super strong against Conkeldurr. Not only that too, they have Weezing, which is a fairy that's super strong against Conkeldurr as well. Yeah, this match will be a longer match for the last match, but you know, I just have to try my best and see if I can somehow change the outcome, which is very slim. Because from looking at it, they don't have anything to deal with. Oh, so he didn't fake out. So rather go for the attack. Okay, that's interesting. Hit, yes. Hit Weezing. So this is gonna knock out Weavile. Okay, so I think they were just trying to chunk down my Conkeldurr. This should knock out Weavile. Chunk down my Conkeldurr for Charizard range and Weezing's range. Yeah, Weezing's gonna be annoying. I don't know what Weezing can do against my Arcanine, but my Arcanine does no damage. The whole point of Arcanine is just to keep snarling. I mean, what reason do I need to do anything else? And I can't block with Conkeldurr, and since Conkeldurr has gone back to normal, he even has less HP at the moment. So what I'm gonna do here is I can't Flare Blitz, I can't Bulldoze, I can't do much here. I can't find any way to take out their Charizard or Weezing. Conkeldurr is too weak, so Conkeldurr is gonna get knocked out. So I'm just gonna use Snarl, and then yeah, just Thunder Punch Charizard, I guess. Conkeldurr can't survive. He might survive Weezing, but he won't survive Charizard. So my Arcanine's faster. So by keeping that in mind, I could still knock out Charizard with my Arcanine. So Air Slash, it connects, so this should knock out my Conkeldurr. Even with his special attack being reduced. Air Slash is a 90% chance, so if it missed, yeah, this does barely much to Arcanine, which is fine. So Arcanine has a berry, so I'm just gonna keep snarling again. But weakening Charizard and weakening Weezing, like, that's all I can do. If Arcanine woke up on the 3rd turn of sleep, I might have a little bit more of an advantage, or at least a little bit more of a turnover, to gain some advantage. But right now, Charizard and Weezing special attacks are reduced by half, so this shouldn't do too much, I'm hoping. Okay, this should proc my berry. Yep. So Sludge Bomb, use the berry. So he's trying to poison my Arcanine. Don't poison. Okay, he didn't poison. So from the looks of it, it does more damage than I needed. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep snarling. I'll snarl one more time and then I'll attack Charizard with my Flare Blitz. Cause right now, like, as long as Snarl hits, I should be good. I mean, even though I know this is... Oh, is that a critical hit? That took a lot more... Okay, it's not. Even though I know this game is very slim for me winning, like, at all, like, I can still take the chance. And Air Slash hits. Oh man, that still does a lot of damage. Sludge Bomb is gonna hurt. It's gonna poison. Okay, yeah, that seals the deal. So right now, what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna Flare Blitz to end Charizard, and then yeah, just let my opponent seal the game from here. I mean, hopefully Flare Blitz knock out Charizard, but at the same time, like, I don't even know, because Flare Blitz, a fire type move against a fire, is not that effective, and I'm just gonna knock out my own Pokemon with Flare Blitz anyway. But yeah, if I brought the Pokemon who I wanted to bring, it would have been game. I would have, like, not game, but I would have turned this in my favor, like, so much. So, yeah. I knocked out Charizard, and I knocked out my own Pokemon. And since he still has one Pokemon standing, I lose. If he didn't have Weezing there, and I knocked out his Charizard, I would have won the battle, even though both our Pokemon goes down. Whoever his Pokemon goes down first is the one who loses the match. But yeah, good game to my opponent. I mean, it was all my fault. Like, the last 2 games, yeah, it was just all me. Like, really, I've been making bad decisions with that, but, you know, that's Pokemon. Like, I gotta learn from it. Like, even though I played for this long, like, that's what I just gotta do. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna end the video, and I plan to play some more rank unrecorded to see where I'm gonna lead off next time, because I'm thinking with a whole month, like, recording so many videos to see me winning and losing up and down like that, it's not gonna be that interesting and that fun. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that to part of my singles video too, and maybe, you know, I'll plan to play some casuals as well, because playing too much rank isn't like, it's sometimes it gets too serious, and I want to bring, like, different type of Pokemon into the matchup too. But yeah, 4 games, 3 losses, 1 win. Unfortunately, on my side, I made a lot of mistakes, but hopefully in the next video, like, I make better decisions and win more games. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe, follow me, and yeah, see you guys next time. Alright guys, just a quick video update. I played 2 matches after the video, and I got 2 wins in a row, which got me to Pokeball tier 4. So yeah, not all hopes was lost today, but yeah, you know, is like I said, I really did have high expectations for my team, and they did make it. They helped me make it to Pokeball tier, and just in case you guys think I might be playing with a different team, I'll show you what I brought pretty much. Yeah, so yeah, my party was this, which I can't bring my party, you know, and just a team, and that's my singles team. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, thanks guys. It was just a quick update to throw in there. So yeah, see you guys next time.